perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
This is Love. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Come on, let's go. The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Switch.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And shutting him off, now open field. Derrick Henry all alone. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Henry. Let's go, baby. It's free.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, get the 6, pull it, half. Shoot up, shoot up.
On first down, it's Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive line and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second and a yard. Rodgers caught by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. These two teams all tied after one. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
We got 4. We got 4.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Redskins have taken the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run on first down. Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run.
He hauls it in. Valdes-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. His first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Oh, he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That's good for 28 yards. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's get it. Post. 319. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Rodgers. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he may want to.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check nickel.
On the carry, it's Love. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Now the wolf. Right. He's telling
On 2nd down, it's Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Brings up second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Single. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Second and 10. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Redskins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
17.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That one a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 29, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, he'll take a shot. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes after saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A very solid gain of 27. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
61, Matchbox Lights.
to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Complete to Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Let it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
This one caught by Isabella. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Redskins, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.